I sure could use some help.
Hey man, I think this guy needs some help.
Yeah, I'll give you a hand.
What's up, Internet, and welcome to a Nikon D3200 product review. I encourage you to go to the Nikon website and download the product manual. Throughout the review, I'll go over and cite odd stuff. Like on page 6, you'll find that the detailed instructions on how to properly install the camera strap will put your mind at ease when your photo shoots safe and make them safe and secure. Let's start by taking a look at what it comes with real quick. It comes with the battery, the lens, the quick charger, the audio cable, the USB cable, the rubber eye cup, the camera strap, the eyepiece, the body cap, and the accessory shoe cover. Oh, wow, look at that. And a Nikon View NX CD-ROM. You can see the unbox also really quick here. Okay, wow, that was cool. And now for the
Pros. Cons.
Pro. There are 6 scenery modes that are preset in the camera and that work well for what they're made for, as far as I can tell. However, I'm not quite certain how well the child mode works, but I have my faith that Nikon has that figured out. And that you can read about on page 15.
Pro.
One cool feature I like when you're in the playback mode, you can see like a contact print style display, I guess you can call it. You can see up to 72 images if you so desire. Wow, all at once. You may need to buy some glasses, though, to get the full effect, and you can read more about that on page 17.
Pro!
For those amateur photographers, there's a guide mode that will help you pick out the settings, and it looks really good, yeah. I'd say that's cool. It's pro.
Pro.
There is an accessory shoe. Look at that.
Pro.
Another cool feature that I like is this self-timer feature. Not only can it be set to 2 seconds, 5 seconds, 10 seconds, or 20 seconds after you've pressed the button, the shutter release, but when it goes off after those seconds, it can take between 1 and 9 shots when it goes off. You can take 9. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Page 25, if you want to read about that.
Pro.
The P, S, A, and M modes work as they should, and because they exist, that's a pro. On the full body cameras, there was like more buttons and wheels and stuff, so it's easier to change things like the ISO and adjusting things like that. But other than that, it's still good. But I guess it's like a pro-con.
A pro-con.
That being said, the ISO ranges that this camera can be set to are good. The automatic setting works well, in my opinion, and it's like you've got like a grip of rolls of film of all speeds. All film speeds? Yeah, anyway, pro.
Pro!
The image sizes or quality that this camera can take are insane at up to 24 megapixels. Check out this image I took, and this is it zoomed in Photoshop. That's insane. That's insane. So good quality there. That's a pro.
Pro.
It also can take up to 4 images a second. That's pretty cool. You know? Yeah, it's cool.
Okay, pro. A pro.
When playing the video on the D3200, it's easy to use the little jog dial thing. I like that because you can use a little spinner thing and you do that and it goes like 4 or 10 seconds. Yeah, it's easy to use, so it's pro. You can purchase a Wi-Fi dealy bob thing. So like when you're out and you take pictures with the camera, you can send them to your phone like immediately, and then you can like put them on the internet. So it's like taking a picture with your phone rather than taking a picture with your phone. So anyway, I haven't been able to test that, but if I get one, I'll make a video response to this video.
Pro!
The fact that it shoots video, done, deal. That's a pro.
Pro!
There's a manual mode for shooting in the video mode. So you have many options. You can adjust and hold settings like the ISO or the f-stop, the aperture, yeah. So it's pro, yeah.
Pro.
This camera works with a wide variety of interchangeable lenses. Nikon, oh yeah, pro, that's pro. There are 11 points of 3D tracking available to choose from for the autofocus features, if you so choose. That's pretty coolness. Pro. The battery is rechargeable. What kind of a pro is that?
And now for the cons. The con section's mainly to let you know of the annoyances that I've come across, and they were worth noting.
Con. IX lenses are not able to be used with this camera. I don't know what that means, but if you do, then there you go. This camera works with all lenses otherwise. However, if you use the older style autofocus or the AF lenses, it does not autofocus. So AFS lenses are what's needed in order to use the autofocus feature. On page 60 of the manual, you'll find compatibility chart of lenses. Check that out. One feature I'm not too fond of the camera is 3 autofocus modes. You can read about them on page 27. That the shutter, they state this, the shutter can only be released if the camera is able to focus. If it's a manual focus mode, that doesn't matter. But I find it annoying when the camera just won't take a picture because it's out of focus. You know, like you're pressing, you're like, dang, just take the picture, but it won't do it. Doesn't happen too often, but it's enough to, you know, don't like that. Of the modes, there's a continuous servo mode, which works well with avoiding that being unable to focus because it just accepts a lot of focus. The white balance features are slightly limited on this camera because you can't just adjust the K count manually, and if you don't know what that means, then this is not a con. However, for photos, you can adjust that within like Photoshop, the white balance, so that's not a big deal. And if you're shooting film, you can do it the old-fashioned way and just put the the whiteboard or the white piece of material there and just set the balance. That's good. Yeah. If you adjust the exposure sensitivity to more than plus or minus 3, you won't be able to preview the actual image via live view. This can be bad if you're looking at your video and you're about to shoot through live view. Because it might be, it might look good, but then you actually have it set to a higher setting, and then it's overexposed, and that's it can make you angry. So just be careful about that. When adjusting the aperture in order to see it in live view, like after it's been adjusted, you have to turn live view off if it's already on, and then turn it back on. Like as you're adjusting the aperture while live view is on, it won't physically adjust the aperture. If you have the camera set to RAW and JPEG picture for every shutter release, you're looking at about 50 megabytes per shot. You can eat up a 32 gigabyte card pretty quick at around 500 pictures. Another point about this camera that isn't so great, however, it seems that you can't get away from it so easy with any camera. So this is 2 cons in 1. So there's a set limit, 20 minutes of recording. That's not so bad. I mean, it used to be like 5 minutes for I think the D90. It's not so bad. But also, this camera can pop up a countdown display if you use live view for too long, which will set you at around 30 seconds or so, and then it'll just shut off the camera, the live view. I don't know if it's the whole camera, just the live view now. But you can read more about that on page 45 of the manual. Con: the battery life seems to be a little short to me. Shooting video with the stock battery, it doesn't last too long. But you can buy a battery grip for this camera, and also, of course, the plug, so you can plug it in the wall. My slow computer has a hard time editing the video, so you may need to have a decently up-to-date computer to edit footage.
Is it good or is it bad? You decide after I decide.
On all, this camera's good. I've had it for about a month and a half now. Shot quite a bit of video with it, and quite a few pictures with the family and stuff, and it's great. The only real annoyance is when shooting video, the battery dies fairly quickly. So that's the only real major con, and that might actually be the case with a lot of DSLRs when they're shooting film, So, hey, just look out for that. But yeah, this camera rocks. So, yeah, I bought it and I'm happy. Yeah. I hope this review helped.
See you later, Internet.